to my channel. It's Tova again, and today we are going to do a review on Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Foundation, and the same for their concealer. But first, I need you guys to go down below and subscribe to this channel just so that you can get notifications on when I have new videos, new vlogs, new tutorials, new story times. I do it all. So definitely do that. Don't forget to subscribe, and also you can follow me on my social media. We can connect there. For Twitter and Instagram, it's the same at AVOT Mirror, AVOT Mirror, and follow me or whatever. Shoot me a DM, and you know, we could connect. So pretty much I'm doing this review because I've been itching to buy this Estee Lauder foundation, and I've been itching to let you guys know how I like it. So pretty much in this video, I'm going to let you know my experience with this foundation, my experience with the representative at Estee Lauder counter, and so forth. So let's get started. So a couple of months ago, I actually bought the foundation. What I do is I buy different foundations, like maybe every other week, to try them out. I want to see what fits and what works for me. So I've been trying a whole bunch of foundations, and then when I went down the list, I was like, okay, well, I haven't tried this Estee Lauder. Like, you know, I really don't hear a lot of people saying anything about it. Usually when I hear someone speaks of a foundation, I'll go into the store and pick it up. But I'm just like, okay, Estee Lauder, they've been a company that's been around for a very, very, very long time. So their products, I know their products are really on point. So I decided to go I walked inside of a mall. I went into Kings Plaza, Brooklyn Mall, and I went to Macy's, and I decided to pick up the foundation and the concealer with it. So I had such a awesome, great, bomb experience at the Estee Lauder counter, and the rep, he was so sweet. I forgot his name, but he was so sweet, and he so helped me out in looking for what I need. So I walked up to the Estee Lauder counter, and I explained to him exactly that I wanted to try the foundation. And so he asked me, did I know my color? I'm like, no, I don't know my color for Estee Lauder. So he's like, oh, no problem, we can check that for you. I'm like, you can check my foundation color by my skin tone? He's like, yeah, we have a machine where we put it up against your face, and it tells you what your foundation color is. It scans your skin tone, and it tells you what foundation you are to use. And I'm just like, wow, how convenient is that? That's so convenient. I wish they sell stuff like that, like in the store, where you could just like, hey, you know, let me scan my face to find out my skin tone, instead of being in a mirror at the makeup counters like this, trying to figure out, okay, what works for me. So this was like such a quick process. It was so convenient. And before I actually went into the Macy's, I was shopping online. I was actually not shopping, but I was kind of like, you know, looking online as far as what Estee Lauder foundation would work for me. And they have so many selections of colors, you know, and that's one of the reasons why I like this company, because they don't leave out any skin tone. They have so many selections. So when he scanned my face, he actually told me I am like 3 different colors. So he just asked me which one would I want to try, and out of the 3, 2 of them were the ones that I thought that I would be when I was, you know, searching and online. So the one that I ended up picking up is the 6W2 Nutmeg. Now this is what the Estee Lauder foundation bottle looks like. It's very small. This retails for about $39. I know, guys, it's pretty expensive for such a small bottle, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it is so worth it. Okay, like when he tried this foundation on my skin, the foundation looked like my skin, you know, And this is actually a medium coverage foundation, but it can be packed on for full coverage. And I like my full coverage because, you know, sometimes I have a dark spot or whatever, and I like to cover that up. But this foundation is so bomb. It's amazing. I don't even know. I give it 10s across the board. I think it's one of the best. It is the best foundation of the best. It lasts more than 10 hours. I know I wear it and my makeup stays in place for the whole night. If you check on my previous video, I did a story time. I actually wore this foundation in that video, and that was a video that I did after my date. So that was a video hours later of me putting on the foundation, and my foundation still stayed in place. It didn't move, and I was just so pleased with it, and it gave me such a natural look. You know, I feel like this foundation is more like, you know, it's versatile. You can wear it to work, and then you can wear it if you want to get really glammed. You know, it's not heavy at all. So this is like a 10. I'm giving it a 10. The only thing is it is $39. It does come in a small bottle. I am a person that likes full coverage, so I'm always like packing on the makeup because I wear it. I don't wear makeup to work, but I do wear makeup when I go out, and I like to pack on my makeup and, you know, look flawless. Even though, you know, you don't necessarily have to pack it on to look flawless, but I just be on a whole nother level. But I just bought this, I believe, in February, and it's almost done. So that's how much I like it. It's just that, you know, it's just such a small bottle. I wish it came in like maybe a little bit, you know, a bigger bottle with, you know, more product inside or whatever. Like I said, I have nothing but positive things to say about this foundation. The only thing that irks me is, let me open it up for you, is that it's just like this, where you have to pour in, and, you know, you'll end up using more foundation than you really need. You can't really, like, you know, control it a little bit. Like, you know, once you pour it out, it's just like, oh, I either use too much or I use too little. So that's the only downfall about it. But what I do is I don't use a beauty blender to apply my makeup with this foundation, because I feel like it is an expensive bottle. It's $40 for this little bottle, and with the beauty blender, it soaks up so much of the foundation that, you know, I'm trying to, you know, you're losing the product. You know what I'm saying? You're wasting the product. So I actually use a foundation brush, which works better, and it smooths on better. It glides on actually pretty well. But besides that, I have nothing negative to say about this foundation. I also did pick up the Double Wear concealer. Now guys, please, okay, do not go 10 shades lighter for your concealer as a highlight. You're not supposed to. You can't be a nutmeg and then you're freaking vanilla and, you know, in your concealer. It doesn't work like that. You want to go 1 shade, you know, lighter, or 2 shades lighter the most. Here I went 1 shade lighter. It still gives me a glow. It still glides on nicely. It's just, this is bomb. This retailed for, I believe, $27. This thing here, it retailed for $27, and I'm gonna open it up for you guys. And it's like, looks like a lipstick. It's like this, which I like, because then I'm like this and I can control it. You know, I can control, you know, how much product I'm putting on my face. So this I like, and I got this in a 5N Deep Neutral. So like I said, this is the Stay in Place Double Wear concealer, which I love. I feel like these two work hand in hand together perfectly. They work hand in hand together perfectly. Let me turn that around. And it just gives you a flawless look. I'm actually going to show you some pictures of the look of, actually going to show you some pictures of my look wearing the Estee Lauder foundation and the concealer. Here I also have on the Estee Lauder foundation and concealer. So far I've had it on for about maybe 3 hours, and so far it's still intact. I just love it. You know, it just gives you a natural, and I feel like a goddess look. And I like Estee Lauder because they have so much selections, and they really, and I like, you know, companies that, you know, they not focus, but they also target out the melanin sisters, you know, the women with a lot of melanin and, you know, dark skin tones and stuff like that, because it's extremely hard for us to find, you know, those skin tone, those foundations for those skin tones. So my experience at the Estee Lauder counter was so awesome. The guy was so nice, and he totally helped me. And, you know, when he put the foundation on my face, it looked flawless, and he was just off to the side by himself. And like, you'll have, like, you know, MAC here and then Clinique there, and, you know, Estee Lauder was off to the side, and they were just like, everything was just looked very well. It was, the presentation was awesome. He had so much professionalism. He was so professional, unlike other companies, which I'm not going to say. I'm not going to name names. I'm going to name names. MAC, because every time I go to MAC, the girls there, they have attitudes, and it's annoying. I like to go to a makeup counter and be able to, you know, sit and talk with and figure out what works for me. I feel like, you know, they don't do that. They're more about the money, and it's just like a lot of, you know, makeup companies, you know, they focus on the money, and then you have some that focus on what works for the clients. You understand what I'm saying? Like, another good one is Makeup Forever. I feel like Makeup Forever now was what MAC used to be in the beginning when they first came out, where they targeted and they wanted to, they cared about what worked for their clients and stuff like that. I feel like MAC now is all about money and about trends, and they're jumping on bandwagons or so forth and so forth of certain things. It's just not my cup of tea. They do have, you know, certain things, nice, good products or whatever, but it's not my fave, you know. But Estee Lauder, my experience there was awesome, and he actually took the time out to sit with me and figure out exactly what I needed and what worked for me. And if you guys ever go to like an Estee Lauder counter, make sure, if you don't know your color, ask them, like, do you guys have that machine where, you know, you can test my skin tone and tell me what exactly I need, what foundation I need? And they should have it. I'm sure all the Estee Lauder counters have it, but that will definitely help you as far as figuring out your foundation, as opposed to someone trying to dipping into different foundations and trying to find your color. Because at the same time, some of these counters, they don't have the lighting, that natural lighting that you need to actually see what works for you. So that's pretty much it. Like, you know, I love the foundation, I love the concealer. It works well hand in hand together. Like I said, this bottle was $39.99 and the concealer was $27.99, I believe. If I'm wrong, then it's around that area. But I give it 10s across the board. Definitely, like, you know, cop it, get it, use it, you know, do what you gotta do with it. Like, it's so, this concealer is so bomb. Like I said, I get 10+ hours of wear out of it. I think it's even more. I can't remember the exact number of how many hours I can wear this, but I know that you'll get more than 10 hours of wear with this foundation. This foundation is so bomb, and I feel like it's high end, it's pricey, but it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely worth it. A lot of these foundations are very pricey, they're high end, and they're not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, they give you a great ashy tone, or, you know what I'm saying? So they really, Estee Lauder really nailed it with this one. They really did, and I love it. And I've been using it, and it's about to be empty, and I only had it for like 2 months. But I will definitely spend money on this foundation over and over again. That's just the reality of it. So definitely go cop these. These two things, these work well. Like I said, they work hand in hand with each other, and you will not be disappointed. That's pretty much it. You know, I just want to give you guys an insight of, you know, what I bought, what I love. You know what I'm saying? Right now, this is my fave. This is my, you know, it was my February fave, it was my March fave, and now it's my April fave. So, I think this is definitely, I definitely recommend this Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place foundation. So I'm gonna stop rambling on, because I know you have to go pick these up. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully we will meet again. Like I said, you guys can subscribe down below. Don't forget to follow me on my social media, Avon Mirror, on Twitter. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. And that's pretty much it. So thanks